Hi everybody, I'm Katie. I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan, so I'm attempting the NIKO Challenge, where I create a dream vacation home for every single villager in the game, and I do that in only 365 days. Today is day 32 of the Happy Home Paradise NIKO Challenge. I've already completed 36 villagers, and today's villager has a really important job on the island. Stu asks for a home with a woodsy smell, so I am absolutely imagining a cottage in the woods. I find this really beautiful property that already is in winter with the snow all over it, but has the beautiful evergreen trees in the background. He asks for a sled, so I immediately imagine that Stu loves sledding and skiing, and I think that that's probably cool because he needs vacation time away from his super important job. Stu is the doctor at the medical center on my Happy Home Paradise archipelago. He also does visits for the villagers on my main island, so he is a very busy doctor. I imagine that Stu is wise and extremely skilled doctor, but he really likes serving people when he can, so he works for a really small community. Because his job is so stressful and takes a lot of time, he definitely likes to get away to his little winter paradise. I imagine that Stu really loves a nice, beautiful, rustic type of atmosphere, and he has enough money to go ahead and get a second vacation home, but he doesn't have so much money that it's going to be some stellar, amazing kind of place. He does work for a really small community. Because of that, I really tried to keep the entire build for Stu very humble and actually kind of down to earth. As you can see, I've done a bunch of trees, so it's a nice evergreen place, put a really cute little fire so that he could hang out with his friends, have added in a kind of a cute little rock path here in the middle, and then we head inside to keep building. At this point in the Happy Home Paradise DLC, I've opened up all of the extra things available, but I really didn't want to use them for Stu's house. I wanted this place to look very rustic, but still cozy and still nice. One of the things that I specifically excluded was the extra hanging lights. All I used to light this entire place was the natural light that comes from things like candles and the little stove. I also really wanted to include some type of partition between the living room and the bedroom, but I didn't want to just put up a regular wall. I wanted something that looked like it had more texture to it. I wanted it to look as if logs had been put up between the two different rooms. So I thought maybe I would try putting some of the extra pillars right next to each other and try and recreate the look a little bit of kind of a log wall. You can see as I start to put it down that it's really dark. In fact, it was too dark to really work. And so I go back and forth and interchange a light and a dark color, but there's too much of a difference between the two colors. So I go back into the wood and I adjust the color so that it's a little bit more of a medium tone wood with the dark wood. I think the combination actually looks pretty cool. I don't know that it's going to be a go-to solution for most of my builds, but I do like the way that it added in the type of feel that I wanted for Stu's house. I dropped in a little bit of green in quite a few places because I really wanted the place to feel cozy and really friendly, and then I started working on the walls and floors. I eventually settled on the stone wall because, again, I want it to be an old and rustic kind of cabin, and with that, Stu's place is done, and it's time to see how the final build came together. I love seeing Stu with all of his friends. I imagine that they love eating some warm food, including some really good hot chocolate to keep them warm on cold days when they're out playing in the snow. With that, day 32 is done. Only 376 villagers and 332 days to go to complete this challenge. I hope you found something useful here and continue creating in this game. Until next time, have the best Animal Crossing day.